Hello and good morning. My name is Julia and I am so grateful to have you here with me this morning on the mat today. We've got a very short but very sweet yoga practice for you. So we're going to be looking to energize the whole body. How we're going to do that is through some nice breath to movement flows. So we'll be moving along with our breath, taking some beautiful deep inhalations to really wake up the body this morning and stretching out the body whilst also building a little bit of strength to just give you that power for the rest of the day so you're feeling awesome. So if that sounds good and I'm not scared you away, then come into a comfortable seated position. So you can sit like I am, cross-legged, or you can also sit on the heels, whatever you're feeling like this morning. And then when you get there, just place your hands on your thighs. We'll take a couple shoulder rolls to wake up the upper body this morning and get connected to the breath. So on an inhale, let's bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears. And then exhale, dropping them down. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale down. One last time. Inhale, make it the biggest yet. And exhale. Beautiful. And just slowly close the eyes if they're not closed already. I'm taking a brief moment before we really get moving to just check in with how you're feeling today. I love a morning yoga practice because before all these other distractions from the day, all the to-dos, all the things that we're having to do, all the places we have to be, before all of that kicks in, we get this beautiful moment on the mat together where we can really check in. How are you feeling physically this morning? Maybe taking a scan through the body and seeing how it's feeling. Noticing if there's any areas of tension, any areas that are feeling really good, and if there's any muscles that you can relax that don't need to be tense right now. Maybe softening the muscles around the eyes and the face, around the hips, letting your belly be soft and flow naturally with the breath. And then just checking in and seeing how you're feeling emotionally this morning. Is there anything coming up? Maybe you're still really tired and that's great because you're in this lovely state of relaxation. Or maybe your mind is racing because it's going to be a busy day ahead. Whatever it is going on, seeing if there's something that you can leave aside for now so that you can really enjoy these moments that we have on the mat together and give yourself this time, this beautiful time of body awareness, this beautiful gift that you're going to give to your body and mind before you start with everything else. Beautiful. Now, keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands together at heart center and then slowly bow down so your chin comes towards the chest, and then set an intention for your class. Maybe it's to keep this feeling of relaxation no matter what happens today, or maybe it is to fill up with energy and allow that to explode throughout your day, or maybe you have something else in mind. Whatever it is, giving yourself a moment to let that sink in, and then slowly lifting your head up and fluttering your eyes open. Welcome back, and let's begin. So let's inhale, push our hands all the way up towards the ceiling, growing nice and tall in the spine. And then on an exhale, we're going to drop the right hand down on the mat, left arm comes up and overhead, and we're coming into some nice side bends here. So you can slowly bend that right elbow if it feels good for you, or hold this nice and static. We're just slowly waking up the side body, which is really beautiful to do in the morning. And inhale, let's come back to center, palms touch. And exhale, left hand comes down, right arm comes up and overhead. And again, you can take those nice elbow bends if you'd like to. Breathing deeply here, already starting to connect with the breath. And then slowly coming back up to center, palms touch. And then exhale, bringing the hands down to either side. Now tenting the fingers down, we're going to keep the fingers on the mat here and warm up the neck. So on an exhale, drop that right ear towards the right shoulder. Maybe you want to close the eyes and start to feel into this left side of the neck here. You should feel it lengthen. Maybe you want to rock your head back and forth, but be nice and gentle. It's first thing in the morning, and typically these areas around the shoulders and the neck can be quite tight after a night's sleep. So be nice and gentle and remember to move with the breath. And then slowly let's come to stillness and bring the head back to center. And then taking it to the other side on an exhale, left ear towards the left shoulder. Maybe closing the eyes and taking those rocks back and forth if you did it on the other side. And again, connecting with the breath, so really moving nice and gently, filling your body up with new energy with each deep breath. Maybe bringing a smile onto your face, first time this morning. Beautiful, and then slowly come back to center and lift the head up. Flutter the eyes open if they were closed, and let's bring our hands onto our knees or our thighs, wherever feels good for you. And we're going to take some spinal rolls. So on an inhale, we're going to push our chest forward, coming forward over the legs. And on an exhale, we're going to curl back, belly button comes towards the spine and chin comes towards the chest. And just moving like this here, really opening up the body. You might feel your hips already feel open here. We're really waking up the spine, moving the whole body with the breath. And you can move as slow or as fast as you'd like. Beautiful. Let's take 2 more big rolls in this direction. And then slowly switching directions. So moving in the opposite way here, really pulling your full body into it. So chest comes forward, opening the throat, and then coming back, closing, chin towards chest. And again, 2 more in this direction. And then slowly let's come back to stillness. Beautiful. Now let's make our way onto our hands and knees, coming into a tabletop position here. There would be no morning class without a cat-cow, so of course we're going to do a little bit of this. So pressing in firmly through the hands, shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Let's inhale, drop the belly, open the chest and gaze up. And exhale, push the mat away, belly button comes towards the chest. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, gaze up. And exhale, I meant to say belly button comes towards the spine, there we go. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, gaze up. And last one, belly button towards spine and then the chin towards the chest. Beautiful, slowly coming back into a tabletop position, and let's walk our hands out, coming into puppy pose or melting heart pose. Dropping the chest towards the mat and really activating as if your heart was being pulled towards the mat here. You're seeing a nice opening in the shoulders here. If you're feeling flexible already, you can actually drop your forearms down too and feel that intensity. Come into the shoulders, but be gentle again. I told you this is a nice tight area of the body after a night's sleep, so be gentle and take 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale, and again inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Let's slowly lift our forehead up off the mat and bring your hands underneath your shoulders again. We're going to tuck the toes under and lift the hips up and back into our first downward facing dog. So take a moment here as always to just feel into your downward facing dog today. Shaking out the head, maybe bending one knee at a time. Stretching out the back of the legs here. And really pushing your hips all the way up to the ceiling. One more deep breath here as you really wake up the body in your down dog this morning. And then slowly come to stillness. Okay, let's bring some power into the body here, and we're going to roll forward into high plank. So on an inhale, come up onto the tippy toes, belly button comes towards the spine, and wave your body forward, coming into high plank. Beautiful. Once you get here, take 1 breath. Inhale, exhale, and then bend the knees and push the hips up and back into our downward facing dog. Let's do that a few more times, but a little bit faster. So inhale, rolling forward. Exhale, high plank. Staying here. Inhale. Exhale. And then bend the knees, pushing the hips up and back, down dog. And again, inhale, rolling forward. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, you've got this. Exhale. And then bend the knees, push the hips up and back. Beautiful work here. Slowly tiptoe your feet towards the hands at the top of the mat. And then bend your knees nice and generously. We're coming into ragdoll here. So let your head hang heavy. Maybe you want to tuck the opposite hand between the opposite elbow and just sway from side to side. Beautiful stretch for the morning as you're letting your spine decompress, you're stretching out your lower back, and you're taking any weight or tension off of the head, neck, and shoulders. Taking one more deep breath here, inhale, and exhale. And then slowly releasing the hands, and let's roll our way all the way up to standing, bringing the arms up overhead, palms touch. And exhale, we'll find ourselves into Tadasana. So let's come into some sun salutation A's to really warm up the body even more. Follow my lead, we'll go slowly for the first one and then speed up a little bit to really get that energy flowing through the body. So on an inhale, let's bring our arms up overhead, coming into a nice tall standing position. And on an exhale, you're going to bend at the knees and come into forward fold. Inhale, come into flat back position, so your hands come up onto the shins or can be out in front of you. And on an exhale, back to our forward fold. Plant the hands on the mat and then step back into a high plank position. Slowly drop the knees down onto the mat, the chest and the chin. And then on an inhale, we'll roll forward into a baby cobra, and your elbows are hugging nice and tight in towards the body. Exhale, release the torso down, tuck the toes under, bring your seat towards your heels, and then push your body up and back into a downward facing dog. Let's take one deep breath here, inhale. And exhale, beautiful. Slowly coming up onto the toes, and we're just going to tiptoe our feet towards our hands at the top of the mat again. On an inhale, we come back into that halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And then inhale, arms coming up overhead, palms touch. And exhale, Tadasana. Beautiful. Let's do that a little bit faster now, breath to movement. Inhale, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And then exhale, plant the hands, step back, and your choice, either knees, chest and chin, or you can come through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. One breath, beautiful work. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly coming up onto the tiptoes, bend the knees and look forward, and you can step, walk or jump to the top of the mat, coming into our halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And then inhale, arms coming up overhead, palms touch. And exhale, Tadasana. Beautiful. One last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, plant the hands and step back in your choice of Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. This time we're just going to stay here. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep inhale. And exhale, beautiful. Now let's inhale, bring that right leg out behind us into three-legged dog. Bend the knee and open the hip. And then making some nice hip circles here to warm up the hips this morning, getting some hip mobility in at the start of the day. Making some circles big or as small as you'd like. And then changing direction if you haven't already. You might hear some clicks and ticks there in the hips, don't worry. That's always a good sign. We're really opening the hips. And then slowly straightening that leg out behind you into three-legged dog, and then step the right foot in between the hands. Dropping that left knee down, so we're coming into low lunge, and on an inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Inhale here, lengthening the fingertips away, all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale, dropping those hips down. And one of my favorite moves in the morning here, we're going to inhale, lengthen the torso, lengthen the fingers up to the ceiling. And then exhale, bringing the hands down, we're coming into our half split. So bringing the seat closer towards the heel and flexing that right foot, so we're stretching out the back of the right leg. Inhale, and exhale. And now let's move breath to movement. Inhale, coming forward to low lunge, arms up. And exhale, hands down, hips towards the heels. Inhale, hips down, arms up. And exhale, back to our half split. Last time, inhale, arms up, low lunge. Exhale, half split. And this time just slowly come forward and plant the hands onto the mat. Tuck the back toes under, and let's come down through our vinyasa again. Your choice, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga, and then coming back to downward facing dog. Let's take it on the other side. So left leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip, and let's start taking those hip circles in the other side of the body. So opening up the left side hips here, and again making them as big or as small as you did on the other side. Switching directions if you haven't already. And then slowly let's come back to stillness, bringing that left leg out behind you, three-legged dog. And now bring the left foot in between the hands at the top of the mat and dropping that back knee down. When you're ready, engage the core and lift your arms up overhead, finding ourselves into low lunge. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthening the fingertips towards the ceiling. And exhale, drop those shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale here. And exhale. And then slowly dropping the hands down. Let's come into our halfway split. Flexing that left foot this time. Inhale here. Exhale. And now let's move. Breath to movement. Inhale, coming forward, arms up. Exhale, hands down, half split. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale, half split. And again, inhale, arms up, low lunge. Exhale, half split, one more time. Inhale to come forward. And exhale, coming back. Beautiful, this time coming forward, again planting the hands and tucking the back toes under. Step back to a high plank and coming down through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then just slowly bring the knees down onto the mat. Widen the knees, mat width distance apart, toes to touch, and bring your seat towards your heels. Coming into a well-deserved child's pose, and drop the forehead onto the mat. Breathing deeply here, feeling that beautiful stretch in your lower back. Allowing the breath to travel all the way into the belly so it fills up in between your thighs. And exhale, maybe sighing out the mouth. Inhale here. And exhale. And when you're ready, slowly walking the hands towards the body again and find yourself into a comfortable seat just like we were in the beginning of class. Either seated on the heels or cross-legged. Rolling the shoulders again. Maybe bringing a smile to your face. And then let's end class by inhaling, arms coming up overhead, palms touch one last time. And then bringing the hands down to heart center. And you can close your eyes and bring your chin towards your chest again. For a moment of gratitude for yourself, for showing up for you this morning, for your body, for your mind. And maybe even if we did our job right, for the people around us, the energy that we emit today. Maybe coming back to that intention that you set at the beginning of class and seeing if you'd like to take that with you through the rest of the day. And let's close class together with one deep inhale. And exhale, sigh out the mouth. Beautiful. Flutter your eyes open and lift your head. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I really hope you had a great practice and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.